everyone, I'm Keisha Charmaine and I'm back here with a new video. We're going to be talking about your views on white people wearing locks and profiting off of locks. And I would like your opinions down below, but before we get into that, I just want to say that I watched Black is King by Beyonce twice at this point, and if there's any fraction of a chance that Beyonce sees this video, Beyonce, Miss Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter, thank you. That was fire. It was beautiful. It was so beautiful. I loved the cinematography. I loved the wardrobe, the hair, the choreography. It was so beautiful and black. And I love that I saw some locks in there, although I could have seen some more locks in there, some more women with locks, but that's okay. Next time, just call me, okay? I got you. It was beautiful, and thank you for reminding me of that album because I haven't revisited it in a while, and that album is fire. That being said, thank you, Beyonce. That being said, I'm gonna I'm gonna read you this DM that I got from a white follower of mine, and she had some concerns, so listen up. How do you feel personally about white people making / doing dreads professionally? I'm sorry if you can hear that wind. It is really windy outside. It was raining earlier. How do you feel personally about white people making / doing dreads professionally and making a living or profit from it? I let someone else's views and opinions affect me so badly about myself being white and practicing dreadlocks that I dropped out of hair school and shaved my head free of my dreads. I was asked that if what I'm practicing is necessary right now because of the Black Lives Matter movement, and that because I'm white, it doesn't matter if my intentions are pure and true. I'm still taking something away from people of color, and I felt so wrong and humiliated for wanting to help people with their hair. I responded a bit, and then she says, I just wanted to talk about it all. I want to further educate myself more in your culture and advocate clean, healthy locks more than anything. I also don't want to bruise or hurt anyone around me because of what Black people have endured for so long, and it is so outside of my culture. I respect that folks who want to keep their culture. I want to start fresh and keep on learning and educating myself and others about dreadlocks and the importance of its history. All I'm wanting to do is help, but I also don't want to hurt anyone or take anything away from anyone. I really appreciate Keisha taking the time. Okay. So although I responded to her directly, I do want to let you guys know how I feel about this topic and offer you guys the opportunity to sound off in the comments below. I know we all have very varying views on this. I don't have very strong views on this, and here's why. Just where I am in my life right now, I don't like to be too concerned about what other people are doing with anything. I am focusing internally for the most part, especially during these times. It's very scary outside, and the way that I stay sane and the way that I have not been dealing with much anxiety at all during these times is by staying grounded, focusing on me and what really matters. With that being said, I don't personally care. I'm not very offended by that. However, I do understand when people are offended. In the past, I made a video about Justin Bieber when he had locks. He briefly had locks. You probably don't even remember it because it was so brief, but I made a video on it and it hit like 700,000 views, and I had to privatize the video because I was getting a lot of negativity, even though pretty much what I said in that video was that I don't really care what white people do with their hair. I don't care. But I did say that I do understand why black people care, because we originated locks, and white people are very often profiting off of our culture and just like, I don't want to say making a mockery, but yes, making a mockery out of our culture, or just wearing our culture as costume. And people were upset that I said that because they feel like black people were not the originators of Locs. Let me tell you something. Black people are the original people. Black people have kinky hair. Before the invention of a comb, what do you think Africans' hair looked like? What happens to hair when you don't comb it? So I thought it was kind of crazy how many people were trying to argue in the comments, trying to tell me that I'm wrong, saying that Africans weren't the original people with locks. That's ridiculous. The formation of locks in your hair is the natural process of your hair when it's not combed. That's really it. That's really what locks come from. And because our hair is naturally kinky, our hair locks faster than everyone else. That's like, I don't really need any sort of documentation to prove that. It's just common sense. But with that being said, since then, several cultures of people have worn their hair in locks as a symbol of their culture. Not just African people. The more predominant cultures that wear their hair in locks are African cultures, African American cultures, Rastafarian, for instance. And especially within the Rastafarian culture, it's very important. I'm not Rastafarian, however. I'm black, I'm African, African American, I'm Caribbean American, technically. And a lot of people within that culture could feel slighted when white people are profiting or even just adorning themselves with locks. Because of the fact that hair, regardless of texture, will lock if you don't comb it. And that goes for kinky hair textures, coily, curly, wavy, and straight. Every hair texture will absolutely lock if you don't comb it anymore. Obviously, kinky hair will lock a lot faster than straight hair, but it will all lock. So because of that alone, I could understand the perspective that hair is hair, hair locks. I'm not offended by people with locks. I get that. I also get the fact that the people who hold locks in high regard as far as their culture, as a symbol of their culture, I could understand that as well, why those people would be upset by white people adorning their hair with locks and profiting off of it. What I told this young lady who wrote me, I basically told her in short, I think that sucks that she felt so moved by whoever she was speaking to that she decided to shave her head. I think that that's sad. However, moving forward, if she decides to lock her hair again once it grows back out, just make sure that you're well educated on the history of locks and the different cultures that adorn themselves with locks. And again, since locks are predominantly a part of African culture, black culture, I also told her that it is important that she stays committed to doing her part as a white woman for us as a people. She mentioned the Black Lives Matter movement. That's the perfect opportunity right now. It's the perfect opportunity for her to show up for us. So that's my stance on it. Again, if you guys haven't seen Black is King yet, definitely go see Black is King. No, this is not sponsored by Disney Plus, but I'm just saying, get your life. It was so beautiful. And it inspired me to put in my little natural queen hairpins in because I am a brown skin girl, skin just like pearls, the best thing in the world. Okay, in case you didn't know. Thank you so much for watching. Love, light, and locks. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up and remember to subscribe. You can always visit www.keishacharmaine.com for hair growth products, hair accessories, and more. But don't leave just yet. Check out my featured video and my latest video.